Yo, that was probably the best crumble bashing that I've seen.
In a while, yeah. I'm a little rusty, but I think we're back now.
Welcome to the
What's the deal?
Let me try that again. It's the Down with DP podcast with Robert Dunn and Ron Prendamano in 3, 2.
Oh my God.
Yo.
Who's ready for the best fucking podcast of their lives?
Probably better than most.
Yeah.
Hasn't had traction yet, but it's probably better than most, yeah.
This is the Down with DP podcast with Robert Dunn and Ron Prendamano, and we have an amazing show for you today, everybody. We have an amazing show for you. We're going to be
not have
talking
an amazing show. When do we not have an amazing show?
Exactly. Robert? I mean, there was that one time.
You're not going to have a great show every time. You're just not.
I know. This is we're back. Last episode we had was in person. I hope you liked it.
That was fun. It was fun.
It was fun. It was such a pain in the ass in editing. In fact, as we record, I'm still editing it, so I want to get it done by today.
It was funny because, as a flight attendant and you're coming to my hotel and I'm trying to find a parking spot for you. And I go to the hotel person at the desk and I say, my friend is coming to visit. Is he going to be able to park here? Is he going to leave after 10? Oh, no, he's not going to leave after
10. Oh, no.
I saw a slight eye roll, and she's like, he can park in the 15-minute spot.
Oh, no, he's going to need longer than 15 minutes, girl.
That sweetie. No.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
And then I come in with a bunch of camera equipment.
We're making pornog. No, we were not. No, we were not.
We're making podography.
Podography. Is that a thing?
I think that's what this is.
Okay.
Speaking of this, guys, we're going to be talking about a few things. We're going to talk about the whole James Charles situation. If you're not familiar, be ready to get mad. I want to talk about some worst exes. I want to talk we have some Trump stuff. We got some sports, and we got about what is the future of the industry with movies like Obsession. And we got some cool jokes and a penetrating question. Man, we got it all today.
We have a penetrating question, Robert?
We sure do.
We do.
Yeah, without further ado, let's get started.
Let's get deep into it, baby.
So, with the recent Spirit Airlines closure, a lot of people have lost their jobs, and if people don't know, there is a influencer named James Charles who is he caters to obnoxious. The obnoxious, like the most obnoxious you can think of when it comes to influencing, that is him. And
little cunty.
And someone decided, probably out of desperation, to send out a GoFundMe page. This is an ex-employee of Spirit Airlines to James Charles saying, hey, could you share this out? I don't know what to do. I just lost my job and might lose everything. And instead of just ignoring it, or instead of just typing back, no, he decides to make a whole video about this woman, and basically goes off on a tangent saying how, you know what you could do instead of this GoFundMe? Find another fucking job. And shit like that. And things like, instead of sending me this GoFundMe, you could have used this time to apply for other jobs because you're lazy and you're entitled. And this is coming from an influencer who has never really worked a day in his life. And it was just the amount of like the lack of empathy, heartlessness, absolute heartlessness, the entitlement of it all that rotted his brain.
As an airline employee, okay, as a flight attendant, this industry is always very challenging. Okay, this industry always has its, no pun intended, ups and downs. Mm-hmm. Airlines close, go under, they merge. It happens all the time. If you look at the history of most airlines, it's happened to pretty much everybody. Okay, mm-hmm. Delta wasn't always Delta. American wasn't always American. United, Continental was a huge airline. They're now part of United. This happens all the time. So when you lose your job as a flight attendant, at first it can be very difficult to get another job because what you've done in that skill set is so specific to that industry. Okay? Yes, we know, basic triage and stuff like that. We know how to, save people in the event of an emergency, but we're not going to
Mhm.
become not pediatricians. We're not going to become paramedics out of
Mhm.
nowhere because that takes a lot more classes, and a lot of us maybe don't want to be paramedics. Yes,
Right.
it's part of the job. So for somebody to be who's probably completely down on their luck and probably already applied to other airlines, other jobs, things like that, and for you to go, you don't want to give them money, fine, but for you to go on and make a video about it,
Yeah.
fuck you, man. Jesus
And
Christ.
Ron is just fresh off of seeing this video, which
Yeah,
he has
I
since
just saw it
deleted.
for the first time, and I mean, the guy has his hair is done nice. That's obviously a nice robe, whether it's a hotel robe or not. It's a nice
Mhm.
robe. Nails are looking fresh. You obviously have money. Okay,
Right.
you've obviously had work done. You can see it in your fucking cheeks.
Mhm.
So, and here you are shitting on somebody because what if you even if you gave him $100, they don't. You're like, you don't follow me. Okay, what if they did? Would you still make this fucking video?
Right.
Person's
Right.
obviously desperate if they don't follow you and they're reaching out to you.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you
It's
know,
just a very strange thing to
go
do.
go. You know what? I hope he attacks our podcast. That will gain us
Oh, that'd
traction.
be
One,
cool. I'd be
but
down. I
James
would love
Charles,
that.
I'm sorry. You're a heartless fuck, and
Yeah.
I hope and you're an influencer. Awesome, great. You have followers. You make money doing stupid videos like that. Awesome.
Mhm.
We have a podcast. We lose money on the podcast
Yeah.
technically.
Every
So,
episode costs us
but
$5,000.
it doesn't. It's
Oh, then what am I
But you,
paying
but
for?
but you were, but you have to remember, you were a nobody once, and you still, and if you treat people like that, you still are a nobody.
He's
You
also a
haven't really
pedophile.
learned. Now, what proof do you have of that?
So yeah, this is like old news too. This is not like, oh, it just came out because of this. I mean, there's been DMs that he's sent to like underage kids. So the fact that it like kept going, the fact that it kind of got swept under the rug, and then he comes out with this video kind of brought all that shit back of like, wait a minute, you do know about this shit, right? Like this guy's just a bad person. Um,
And
but
you know what's sad is that bad people gain traction.
yeah,
You and I are nice people. We have nobody. Well, we
right.
have some, but
You got people.
we have people.
It just makes me wonder,
They
like,
love us in Brazil.
they do. Brazil can't get enough of the Down with DP podcast.
Actually, I think
Shout out
India,
Brazil.
they like us in India. Actually,
Oh, shout out to India. Shout out to Brazil. Love you
yeah,
guys.
Um,
But
when I say
here's
they
the
love
thing.
us, I mean like 5 people, but it's fine.
Hey, love is love is love, you
Love
know?
is love is love is love.
But here's the thing. As like a very successful influencer that he is, this
Also, he has
can't
2
be the
first names.
yeah, that too. This can't be the first time someone has also JC is like Jesus Christ. Anyway, I don't know
Oh,
why I made
Jesus
that.
Christ, nails were never that fine, okay?
Oh, his nails were
He
they went
does have
deep,
nice nails. They were properly done because they have a lot of fucking money, and they're
right?
shitting on people who don't.
I know
You're a cunt.
Jesus's nails went through his hand,
No,
but
I would love for him to make a reaction. Go ahead.
here's the
Talk
thing.
about my shit comedy career. I don't care.
No, he I think he's trying to ignore all this shit because he did lose a lot of followers. So there's a lot of lashback.
Try to go fund me. Oh wait, fuck you.
Yeah. So he made it. I think he made an apology video, unless it was an old
No,
apology video.
apology videos are bullshit.
Oh no, I don't give a fuck about apology
Like Ellen
videos.
DeGeneres and her apology. Fuck you.
Yeah.
You only did an
Dude,
apology video because you got caught. That's the
Yeah.
only reason anyone does an apology video.
I knew about that. I would hear stories about Ellen for years.
So would I.
Like,
So would
yeah.
I. Especially being in New York and being in the industry. Yeah, I've heard about DeGeneres for years. Even my wife knew. I think she was the one who initially told me. Even she
Yeah.
knew about Ellen DeGeneres, and she doesn't have anything to do with the entertainment industry.
Yeah, I know we're
Except for
transitioning a little
fucking
bit
a
to this,
comedian.
but it's the thing. I think I've said this before. There's something to be said about having your own show where your name is plastered everywhere, even on the paperwork. You walk in, it's your fucking name. I think I've told this already, but that's got to go to people's heads of like, hey, it's it's the Ron Prendamano show, and it's Ron Prendamano everywhere. It's on the paperwork. It's on the fucking sticky notes. It's on everywhere. Your name's everywhere. So that
I
could
mean,
go
I've
to
never,
someone's
I've never
head.
had my name on a marquee, but you do get excited when you see your name up
Mhm.
in lights or your picture somewhere. It is exciting.
Yeah.
To see my photo on my friend's show at Dangerfields, may that club rest in peace. I mean, that was a dream come true for me. I
Yeah.
got to perform at Dangerfields. Like, that was amazing to me.
That is amazing.
So, does it go to your head? Yes, but it doesn't have to go to your head in the sense of like ego.
Mhm.
It can go to your head in the sense of, I don't know, you feel good about yourself, but don't let it get to your ego. Is my
Right. Yeah.
point. So
I
don't
get
let it go
that.
to your head, I guess is what I'm saying. Don't let it go to your head.
Yeah, and I also would think, like, with the James Charles thing, this can't be the first time someone's asked him for money. So I'm like, why now? Why now
'Cause
lash out?
it's a hot topic right now. That's why.
Yeah.
It's a hot topic. It
And
is.
he
I mean,
was
we haven't seen an airline closure in a while. What was it? Is Alaska merged with Hawaiian, or Hawaiian merged with Alaska, I should say. So that's kind of a
Mhm.
big thing. But we haven't seen an airline completely like shut down operations in a while,
Right, that's true.
especially on the American side. So I'm not sure what happens overseas, but yeah. So we
Speaking
haven't
of
seen it.
airlines, you were in my neck of
No,
the woods last night for like
I
10
was.
minutes.
I flew to Burbank for like 10 minutes and then turned around and came right back. Yep.
Why did that happen? Why the short
Oh,
was it
because
just like
that's the way the trip was designed. It was a turn.
Oh, it
There was
was.
there was
Okay.
no layover intended.
Oh, interesting. So was that flight just to bring you guys back or
No, that flight, I worked the flight going, and then I took people off, and then I brought new people on, and then I worked the flight going back.
Oh, okay, cool.
So yes, it was a 14-hour day of taking people across the
So is
continent.
Burbank to New York?
New York to Burbank, then Burbank to New York. Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool. All
Yes,
right.
I flew across the continent twice in one night.
So because you did send me a photo, what was up with how did you get outside the airport
The
or
people were off the plane, and we were deplaning. There was nobody there. We had like a 10-minute piece of downtime before we had to start boarding again. So I took a picture to show you that I was actually there and not lying.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Now I would have to look at the angle. For some reason, I kept imagining you were on like a shuttle van. I don't know why.
No, that was the actual airport.
Okay, cool.
No, I was on the ramp. I just stepped on the ramp.
Oh,
That's all it
yes.
was.
Okay, cool.
That's all.
That's all. Oh yeah, that Panda Express is in that. I've been eating so much
You've
Panda
eaten there
Express.
before, haven't you? Yeah.
Oh, I have.
Yeah, I
I
bet
I
you have.
walk there all the time.
Yeah, the fact that you're walking distance from Burbank is crazy. But
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
yeah, you know who's probably not walking distance?
Who?
James Charles. James Charles.
James Charles. Yeah. Well, maybe he might be in L. He's probably in like.
He's probably in like, I don't know. He's probably in like Pasadena or some shit like that.
Yeah, yeah, something like that. But enough about that dickhead.
Dickhead.
There's another dickhead to talk
Dickhead
about,
of the
right?
week. Yeah, we're gonna talk about another dickhead.
Sweet.
And he's not necessarily a dickhead, but he's getting a lot of backlash for it. Okay?
Okay.
Getting a lot of backlash for it. Jackson Dart, the quarterback of the New York Giants, went and introduced Trump at a Trump rally.
Oh,
Okay?
how much?
Nothing
Yeah,
wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
get that check.
But and he started the whole. I'm gonna read you what was quoted. This is how he opened up. I mean, he really needs to work on his PR skills. And this is quoted. What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, Big Blue Nation. It's a pleasure to be here. I gotta start off with this: Go Big Blue. I'd love it if y'all follow with me. Go Big Blue. Go Big Blue. Go Big Blue. Go Big Blue. So the funny thing about that is
Yeah.
he's getting trying to get a Giants chant going, obviously.
Uh-huh.
Funny thing about that is, like, out of the rally of dozens and dozens of people, only like 4 people chanted with him, so it was kind of funny.
Also,
He
rooting
also said
for-
after that, what an honor and a privilege it is to be here. Without further ado, I'm grateful, I'm honored, I'm pleased to introduce the 45th and 47th President of the United States, President Donald J. Trump. And then Trump came on stage to God Bless the USA by Lee Greenwood.
Okay.
So Jackson, like, So what I'm hearing is that he had no permission from the Giants organization to go up there and to be there, right?
Okay.
No,
Uh-huh. Also
which
saying go big blue, if you don't know that for a sports thing, it just sounds like you're cheering for Democrats,
yeah, exactly. Which is it's kind of ironic,
which is like
but
funny.
isn't it?
Yeah. Keep going. I don't want to
Yeah,
interrupt.
it's okay.
I'm gonna write it in the
So
thing.
you want to cheer, but here's the problem. Okay, a lot of the conservatives say keep politics out of sports. Okay, fair
Mhm.
enough. Fair enough. I mean, that's one reason why I watch sports is because it's not too political most of the time, which is
Right.
why, as political as I am, I need to break myself. But if you're gonna cheer on Jackson Dart for you're contradicting yourself. The conservatives are contradicting themselves. Oh my god, no
Mhm.
way. So yeah, this I don't think this was a smart move. He's getting a lot of backlash.
Mhm.
There was also a thing that said, "Are you worried that you're going to lose fans because of this?" And I'm not sure if this quote is true, but he basically said, "Yeah, I don't think a lot of blue hairs watch football anyway," meaning Democrats.
Yeah. Yeah.
You play for New York, okay? You represent the city of New York,
Mhm.
a mostly liberal city. Now the National Football League lost a lot of fans after the whole kneeling for the flag thing,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Okay, your source, especially in New York, are a lot of Democrats. What are you
True.
doing?
Right.
Okay, you want to support whoever you want to support. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Maybe next time don't go rogue and do it on your own. Speak to your organization before making a decision like that, especially when we are so separated in politics. I
Right.
mean, and especially your teammates. I think of your teammates. I mean, do you think every one of your teammates is a Trump supporter?
Mhm.
Maybe not. So what if one of them decides to go, "Oh, I slipped, I did the block wrong," and you get tackled, and now you tore your ACL, and now you're fucked.
Yeah.
There goes your season, maybe your career. Now I hope nobody would do that. That's really fucked up. But you got to think before you act, kid. You really do.
Right. I agree.
And it's not like you're a great quarterback. You're okay. But the
Right.
fact that you represent a team in New York changes everything.
I agree.
So,
Well,
but for those people who like it, cool. Just remember next time somebody takes a knee during the national anthem, oh, keep politics out of sports. Well,
mhm.
think about it. Yeah, I read it actually. I actually read all of his Memorial Day posts. There was a
Yeah.
whole thing.
Um
I
where
mean,
I think he since deleted it, but
when he took office in 2017, it was very much Happy Memorial Day. Thank you to all the people who died for our country, kind of thing.
right.
It started off very generic and as what it should be. It should not be political at all.
Mhm.
Um, I was talking with a friend about this last night. The fact that we make Memorial Day, the fact that we look at our military as political,
Mhm.
pisses me off.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it should not just
I
be
mean, as
political.
a bleeding liberal,
Mhm.
I support my military 150%. I
Right.
may not support the actions, but the men and women who go over there to do it, nothing but the biggest respect.
Mhm.
And the ones that have made the ultimate sacrifice, you can't nothing. You can't say anything more. It's like
Right.
they've made the ultimate sacrifice for our country, for us to do this podcast, for us to be pieces of shit, for
Right.
us, for people to have our opinions. That's what we fought for freedom of choice, to not be um punished, disciplined, or whatever you want to call it for having an opinion,
Mhm.
even against our own government. That's what I think. People have paid the ultimate sacrifice for, and we're in a place now where the president is making these posts, and it's completely one-sided. And
Yeah, it
I don't think anybody who made I could be wrong, but I don't think anybody who made the ultimate sacrifice is was one-sided. They are fighting. They fought for this country,
it's
and that's
also
mm,
he gets a lot of like praise for being a businessman, but this is like terrible business cuz like let's just say
uh,
hypothetically you're trying to sell a product.
okay.
Why would you ever try to belittle half of the market for said product? Why would you ever do that? That's terrible business practice.
Mind you, the man is a businessman, but is he a good
No,
businessman?
he's terrible. That's like part of my
Just
point.
because you push people into a corner to get what you want does not make you a good businessman.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
yes, you
it
have money. Yes, it makes money. I'm not denying that. Where none of us are
uh-huh.
denying that. But that doesn't necessarily make you a good businessman. I think what makes you a good
Yeah.
businessman or business person is when you do make deals and you make partnerships and you work with somebody and you
Mhm.
make money and your employees are happy. That makes a good businessman.
Like, I think we're past this point, like, there's been so many insults thrown at everybody that, like, when I read, like, 'cause the thing is he's like, "Happy Memorial Day," even the Democrats, which is like, okay, so all those veterans that fought, like, who were Democrat, I guess, fuck them.
Fuck them.
That it's more of like, it's not even
I
getting
mean, he's
angry
insulted our
anymore.
military in the past, though.
Yeah. But it's
Yeah,
like
you're right.
I see that and I'm like, sure, I could get really enraged, but I don't anymore. I'm just like, he's just a fucking idiot.
I
Like,
mean,
you know,
he
my
made okay.
I'm just like, and
Say
just
what you
another
want about
idiotic
the
thing.
late, and I will say great John McCain.
Uh-huh.
Okay, he made fun of John McCain.
I know,
The man
prisoner of war.
can't lift his arms past his shoulders because he was a prisoner of war for so long,
Yeah,
and you made fun of him for that.
yeah.
Wow, what have you done for this country?
Mm-hmm.
Besides raise our gas prices, get us started in wars, and piss
Hmm.
a lot of people off.
Yeah,
What have you
yeah.
done?
We don't have any money for SNAP benefits, but there's always money for war.
Always
There's
money for war.
always money for
Always money
war.
for war.
So
Always.
yeah, it's bullshit. And anyone who and you know, I do think.
And for the war machine, you have to blame both sides. You really
Mhm,
do, because
mhm,
a lot of them want to keep their pockets full, but
yeah,
and I will say a lot of Democrats will pretend to act like they're
mhm,
trying to do something for us when really they're. I mean, Nancy Pelosi is a good example. I think
yeah, yeah,
Nancy Pelosi. I've agreed with her in the past, but at the same time, why hasn't any Democrat ran against her in a primary? Oh, because she controls the fucking party.
mhm, mhm.
And we're going to war, but yet you speak out, but yet you do nothing to make sure
Actually
you have
stop
enough
it,
power
yeah.
to make sure Democrats win all the fucking time, but you don't.
Right, right.
So what
Yeah.
are you doing?
Did you, speaking of, Trump doing terrible things, did you see, the last Colbert
I saw
episode?
clips. I saw
Yeah, I saw
clips.
clips too. I thought it was sweet.
Yeah, The Late Show. I mean, that was to rival the Tonight Show,
Mhm.
and Dave Letterman did it for years,
Yep.
which was fantastic. Always loved it. And then, even though I was always a Conan fan, I'm not gonna lie,
Oh, I'm a
always a
Conan
Conan fan.
guy through and
Um,
through.
but when Colbert went from the Colbert Report to the Late Show, awesome. And I've had friends who've performed on the Late Show. So it's sad that CBS, you know, basically put their tail between their legs and sucked off the president
Yeah,
and kicked freedom of speech off the air.
yeah,
Very upsetting. Very
yeah.
upsetting.
But, speaking of Conan, I don't think I told you this,
I
like,
said CBS. I said CBS, right? I said CBS. Yes.
yeah. I love Conan so much that there is a thing. So my one of my dreams is to not be a cast member, but to host SNL. I would
Oh,
love that's one
sure.
of my things. And I already have a way that I want to like come out of, when the host comes out of the door.
I
Um
thought you meant something else.
oh no, not
Because I'm here for you if you
sexually.
want to come out. I'm here
Oh,
for you.
okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Um but yeah, when the host is walking out of the door, I wanted to do Conan's shtick when he had his show where he would do a slow walk like
Oh,
this,
that thing,
and then
yeah.
he would do like a hop and then point to the band. And
Oh, yes,
I
yes.
wanted to do a subtle thing like that, just to be like, hey, I like Conan. And
I
Conan
love
worked
Conan.
on SNL, so
He
it'd be
did.
like a cool thing.
He did.
But
He did. He also wrote for The Simpsons.
yeah, he did. He sure did.
But back to Colbert. Yeah,
Colbert.
it sucks.
It does, yeah.
It really sucks. And I do like how Dave Letterman and him threw furniture off
That was cool. I did see
the
that.
Ed Sullivan Theater roof. That was pretty cool.
Yep. And it all ended with Paul McCartney.
Yep.
He was the final guest, and it made sense because they had the biggest like debut on late night was on the Ed Sullivan Theater with the Beatles. So
Oh,
that was
yeah.
cool. That
That's
was a
right.
cool little tie in the knot at the end.
Yeah.
And then they had some funny celebrity guests in the audience that were, they're pretending to be upset that they weren't the final guest. Bryan Cranston was in it. And then he like finds out he's not the final guest, and he's like, "All right, fine, I'm leaving then." And same thing with Paul Rudd as well, does the same thing, and so it's just kind of funny. What do you think he's going to do? Do you think he's going to go to the podcast world? I feel like that's the next step, right? Conan
Maybe,
did, and it's great, by the way. Conan Needs a Friend is such a good
sure.
podcast.
He might go to the podcast world. I mean, it's a solid move. You have attraction. You'll get,
Yeah.
so many followers. You're not starting from nothing because you have a following. You never know. Maybe TBS will fill that Conan spot that they did years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he'll run for. I hear rumors that he want him running for office.
Yeah, I don't.
I
know.
don't think he'll do that. Even though I think him or Jon Stewart would make wonderful presidential candidates, but we need the comedians. We don't need them to be politicians.
Right. What's interesting about the podcast world? So I have a podcast, Ron.
Oh yeah, I do too.
Yeah, and what's
Rob
interesting
Rambles.
Yeah, I was gonna say that it's a joke actually, but I didn't.
For those of you that don't know, Rob had a small podcast where he would ramble for 20 minutes.
Yeah, unlike this one, which is huge. But
we both rambled for an hour, and
honestly, the Robert Rambles podcast was just an excuse for me to vent. I was by myself. There was no fancy gadgets like we got here.
No.
But
there was no video. There was no video.
It was just me. It was just me and you, baby. Me and
Were you single? Were you single at the time?
No.
Oh.
Sorry, well, here's the thing. When it comes to like Conan's show is so entertaining, his podcast, and it's interesting because you're getting the same show at such a fraction of probably the budget that it would take to do a late night show.
Yeah.
And you have more control. Like he's not, I'm sure, like advertisers don't really own you on podcasts. You either promote them or you don't. It's not like television advertising where it's
correct.
At least I would think so. But you don't have as many restrictions. So maybe that would be the way to go. If Colbert even wants to do that, but
who knows? I mean, maybe he'll take a break.
Yeah.
Like kind of like Trevor Noah did. He took a break, and next thing you know, he's doing like a Heineken commercial or something like that. Like, we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see. We still have the Daily Show. We still have the Tonight Show. We still have late night freedom of speech. So, just one less. But hopefully, they don't try to. I mean, he's going to go after. Obviously, he's going after Jimmy Kimmel. Obviously.
Oh yeah, I know. He kind of like took a shot at him, and it hit him, but he recovered.
It hit him, but he got back up on his feet and.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's unfortunate. I mean, and he's on ABC, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he's right across the street from the Dolby Theater in Hollywood.
Yep.
I don't know if you've been to like the Dolby Theater and stuff, have
you?
No,
I haven't. No.
On Hollywood Boulevard.
Nope.
Oh, really? Oh, so Hollywood.
I've never been down there. I've been to LA a bunch of times, but I've never been down there.
Okay, so the Dolby Theater is it's actually where they hold the Oscars, and right across the street from the Dolby Theater is Jimmy Kimmel. Like they show the outside with the pillars. I've actually gone to see Jimmy Kimmel once before, and he had Sean Penn on, which was cool.
Ooh,
yeah, that was neat.
I mean that whole thing with Jimmy Kimmel it's
so petty.
It's so un-American. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
You speak out against the president. Now Disney is taking you off the air. Like Disney, what do you do? Disney, what are you doing
on this? So I've been kind of like, I've been liking Gavin Newsom, but I noticed did he not try to cancel shows too that were talking more Republican? Because here's the thing,
he probably did. Go ahead.
I just don't want to be a hypocrite. I'm not for what Trump is doing to television. And I would not be for the Democratic version of that. You know what I mean? Like, so if Gavin Newsom came in and there was some kind of show that was making fun of Democrats, I wouldn't be like, no, let's cancel them. Can't take them off the air.
Here we go.
Do that.
Here we go. Hold on, I found an article.
So I don't want a Democratic version of Trump. If that
Gavin Newsom, the headline reads on MSN.com, Gavin Newsom calls for late night TV shows cancellation. Let's see.
Why is the president saying anything about what's on TV?
California Governor Gavin Newsom is doing everything he can to act presidential these days, even if it means following President Donald Trump example that includes Democrat calling a major network to cancel its popular late night show. Gutfield. That's what he was trying. Gutfield on Fox News. And his post was on Twitter, because I refuse to call it X, on Twitter, and in all capitals, I seldom watch low-rated, in quote, garbage man, end quote, Greg Gutfield, but when I do, I marvel at the fake laughter on the show. It sounds like a bad, quote, laugh machine, end quote. It sounds obnoxious and disgusting, just like him. Always laughing no matter what is said. Real Patriots hate it when Fox... let's see. And then it says show more. Let's see. Let's see if I...
But yeah, basically what I'm saying is I just don't want...
here we go. Here.
Oh, you got it?
Real...
Okay.
Yeah. Real Patriots hate it when Fox edits the tapes, that's in parentheses and quotes, puts Garbageman Greg on. Fox ought to, quote, get smart, end quote, and not use losers like this. Also, they shouldn't allow negative ads about me. Thank you. So, if that is the Democrats' next choice, okay, if that is what the Democrats are going to put on my ticket, yeah, I'm going to vote third party.
Yeah, well...
I will write in Luke Skywalker like many people have in the past.
You might as well just not vote then.
I will write in Robert Dunn.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's a vote worth voting for.
Thank you. I'll vote for myself. I mean, there are plenty. Hopefully, there's plenty of other candidates in my local elections.
Actually, Ron, if I became president, imagine how much that would help the podcast.
If we just can't make money on it. I can make money on it. You can't make money on it.
Yeah, but then you would put it away in a Swiss bank account. So when I'm done running, I would get all that money. You know, you would put it away for me.
Right.
And if you don't, I'll have my croonies go after you. Next thing you know, you have to.
You're sounding very presidential because you said you have croonies.
That's right. Good thing this is not airing.
But if Gavin really, if Gavin Newsom is no, do not take a page from Trump. Do not stoop that low.
Yeah,
no politician be stooping that low. None.
I understand maybe wanting to fight back in the same way and stick it to them, but I think we got to stop with the stick it to them mentality. Even though we really, really want to,
if you look at debates, presidential debates prior to Hillary and Donald Trump, they were so civil. They complimented each other. They shook hands. They were so civil. We have not had this since then. And it's unfortunate because, I think the American people want that back.
Yeah.
We want people to disagree but get along at the same time, because obviously it doesn't work. I mean, how many people have lost friends because their other friends or family members or they disagree with them?
Right. Yeah.
I don't think I've lost any friends. I mean, a couple people that I've known in high school got into it, don't talk anymore, whatever. I was never really close with them to begin with.
Right.
But at the same time, it's awful that, people feel this passionate. And I understand too. It's like, let's say you're a member of the gay community and somebody is voting for, the Republicans who are most of them are against homosexuals. And yeah, I understand you not wanting to talk to them anymore. I get that. I do. Or if you're a conservative Christian and somebody is very big on abortion and you don't like that, I understand that side too, even though I think, like I said, you should be pro-choice and pro-mind your own damn business. What someone else does. But anyway. But yeah, I understand that. But you should have a difference of opinion, but yet still be friends.
Yeah.
I mean, you and I grew up in fucking Florida.
Yeah.
In Central Florida. If we have our opinions, obviously, and we now state them on the show, but you think we would still have friends if we didn't like our friends for having opinions? Because we have conservative friends.
Yeah.
A lot of them. When we went to the class reunion, I had one friend ask me, "Why do you live in New York?" I said, "Because I like it."
Yeah.
And he's a conservative, and that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. But
that's such a dumb thing. It'd be the same. Why do you live in LA? Because I'm not like you. Why do you think I live there?
I mean, I like cities. That's my whole thing.
I like cities too.
That's why I live in New York.
I'd be like, why do you live on farmland?
I
get it.
The farmland's beautiful. I don't.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm not gonna shit on them.
It's not for me. Okay. Yeah, it's just not for me. So,
but dude, literally, I don't think I told you this, but literally on one of the comments,
Gavin Newsom, stop being a dick.
One of my necessary conversation parody videos I did, someone was like egging me on to call for like the death of the father. And I was like, nah, man, I just like
Oh,
I'm
that's fucked up because he was sick, right? The father.
yeah.
Did
Yeah, I think this was actually before that.
That's fucked
And I was
up,
just
man.
like I played it down. I was just like, "Nah, man, I'm just a guy that makes silly jokes." And he's like, "No, you need to like you're either for it or against it." And he turned this into a thing where it's like you're for fascism if you don't call for the like the death of this man. And I'm like, "You're a fucking psycho. You're a fucking psycho." That's what I wanted to say.
If you
And I'm like,
want
"What's
to
wrong
live
with
in one of,
you?"
if you want to live in one of those types of government, go to a country that has that type of government.
Right. I don't want to live in that kind of society. I don't.
I do not. I mean, for me, like we're getting a little into my actual opinions. Like
Uh-huh.
I would like to have socialized medicine,
Mhm.
socialized education. You know that I think the government should pay for those two things. Otherwise, leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
exact. And if that makes me a fascist, then fine, whatever.
Right.
But or the alternative, make it affordable.
Right. Right.
Make it affordable. So
Yeah.
if I do pay out of pocket, I'm not spending $300 just to see the doctor. I'm spending 60. Make
Yeah.
it affordable.
Yeah. There are people like
Or socialize it. One of the two.
it sucks that like so many people are afraid to call an ambulance because of how much it's going to cost, not because
The
it's going to
Uber
save their life.
the Uber costs less to go to the hospital than the
Yeah.
ambulance.
Yeah, it does. Isn't that crazy? And
I
now
may be ble-
now this
I may be bleeding out, but if I live, it's going to be 25 versus
right.
2,500.
And now this Uber driver has their life is in their hands now. Like that's not fair to the Uber driver.
My insurance, I think, going to the emergency room, $300. Even if I go to like urgent care because it's not my doctor and network, is $300 off the bat.
Yeah. And then
It's insane.
forget it
And
if you
if,
need an
and if I go to
ambulance.
my doctor, it's like 100 something.
Right, right.
It's kind of insane. And I
That
understand
is
when other
crazy.
countries look at us like that. But look at education. How
Mhm.
many of our generation, okay, are in debt?
Oh,
How much
100%.
all of us. I didn't finish school. Luckily I paid off my loans,
Yeah.
but if I finished school, I'd still be paying them off.
Yeah.
I'd still have loans.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah, and
So
there are definitely people I know, like, and this is not a knock on these people, but there are people I know that have wealthy relatives. I have a friend who, like, their parents pay their rent, because
uh-huh,
he can't. Like,
uh-huh.
and here's the thing, like, there are just people that have privileged situations. But yeah, it's just
Yeah, if
how,
I
but
couldn't
not
pay my
everyone's
rent,
like that.
if I can't pay my rent, you know what my mother would have told me? Get another job,
Yeah,
which I've done. I've had to work two
she would have
jobs to
gave
make
you
sure
the James Charles reaction.
Oh, get a
But you know
fucking
what?
job.
We can end this like on a fun way because we
On a
got
fun way, because I'm gonna take off my shirt here with my titties.
all right.
I
Let's get
didn't take
into
off my shirt.
oh god, let's get into it, guys.
Oh,
This is Cold Jokes
oh,
where Ron and I write each other jokes and we read it for the first time. We've never seen these jokes before, so let's get on to it. I don't know how many cold jokes do you have? Mine
one.
are two very bad ones.
Well, what else is
Hey.
new? Sorry. Ew, I think. Hold on. I think this is right. Hold on. Don't read it yet.
Okay, I'm not reading. Not
Oh, look at the
looking.
screen. Don't.
Not looking at it.
Okay, that works. Go.
All right, here we go. Jackson Dart, quarterback of the New York Giants, recently introduced Trump at a conference. Now that he's done, that he's received a lot of backlash. If he loses his job, I heard Crumble is hiring. It's like the same job, working for a company that isn't as good as everyone thinks it is. Okay, there we go. That was probably the best Crumble bashing that I've seen.
In a while, yeah. I'm a little rusty, but I think we're back now.
All right.
Go ahead, Robert, with your little cold joke. Mm.
Here's it's my little
A little cold joke. Oh, little cold joke. Yeah, my name's Robert. I do a little cold joke.
Yeah, that's me. All right,
You
here we
having
go.
trouble copy and paste? There we go.
Nope.
You know, Robert, my whole life I was asked asked the age-old question, what comes first, the chicken or the egg? In which my response every time would be, shut up, bitch. You know I did. And then I'd call her an Uber and block her number.
Yeah.
Wow, you're right. That was
That was a good one. That was
Here you
my
go.
third one.
Here's an applause for you, buddy.
All right. Now, Ron,
You know what's crazy? That's more of an applause than Trump gets at his rallies. Anyway,
because he has such small, he can't clap well for himself. Anyway, you got another joke, or was that the only one?
No, I had one.
Okay, here's my second one.
You have a second one. Here we go.
I have a second one.
Oh God, please be better.
It probably won't.
Okay. God, what the fuck? They say 2 is company, but 3 is a crowd. Well, I guess the amount of gluten beers it takes for me to blow up a toilet nowadays is 1/3 of a crowd. You little cunt. You little cunt.
That's a good one. All right, guys. Thank you so much.
As my stomach growls.
From your culture.
As my stomach growls, and right before this episode, we get ready to record, and I go, Rob, hold on, I'm about to shit myself. And
That's true.
Because apparently I ate something that made me break out in hives and mess up with my allergies yesterday. I don't know. I'm like also slightly allergic to like shellfish. So whatever's in, I don't like pad thai apparently, Robert. And that fish sauce, whatever it is.
That's racist.
That. No, it's not, because I love massaman curry. So fuck off.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, you got
have you ever had massaman curry? It's delicious.
I think so. Oh, I did go to a cool pizza place where they had Detroit style pizza and they had a chicken tikka marsala dip sauce. It was fucking amazing.
That sounds delicious, but that's Indian, not Thai.
I know, but you said curry, so I thought of curry.
Racist.
So that I'm actually,
because there's Jamaican curry, Thai curry.
I'm bringing races together.
Indian
Ron.
curry.
You're trying to separate us. You're trying to separate us. You will not.
United. What is this? United by curry? Is that what we're doing now?
Stop dividing us, Ron. Stop dividing us.
That actually sounds like a great campaign. United by curry. That actually sounds really good, and I would be for it. 100%.
That is funny.
Anyway, what do we have next, Robert?
You got some sports stuff?
I do have some sports stuff. We have a sports segment and then an additional part of the sports segment, which you and I will discuss. But I will speak in sports. So we have a big sports thing right now. Big sports right now.
We got a big sports. We got the biggest sports. All right, let's get into it, everybody.
This is Ron with Sports.
So for everybody that knows right now, the Canadians lost last night to the Carolina Hurricanes, which puts the series at 2-1. The Oklahoma City Thunder and the San Antonio Spurs are at a 2-2. They will play tonight. But the big news in sports, the biggest, are the New York Knicks are going to the NBA Finals for the first time since 1999, baby. Yeah! I am not a Knicks fan. I am not a Knicks fan, but I will be cheering for the Knicks because it is fucking New York. Let's fucking go New York. Hell yeah. Bing bong. Let's go Knicks.
Awesome.
And that's me with sports.
All right. All right. That was the sports. The sports are over. But
there is an additional thing, and this hurts me as a fan of the team. As a Tampa Bay Rays fan, people may remember in the past that shortstop who has signed the biggest deal in Tampa Bay Rays history, Wander Franco, a few years ago was caught having a relationship with a 14-year-old.
In the Dominican Republic. Franco?
No, Wander Franco.
Both Francos did shit.
The name,
I
know.
Sorry. Yeah.
So here's what's interesting. He had a retrial a few days ago. Now, this is from Major League Baseball. This is from MajorLeagueBaseball.com. Rays shortstop Wander Franco was found guilty for the second time on charges of sexual and psychological abuse of a minor, but he will not serve time in prison, according to a verdict delivered Monday in the Dominican Republic. He was initially found guilty in 2025, received a suspending 2-year sentence. Okay, both sides appealed the ruling, and a new trial was conducted. A 3-judge panel found him criminally responsible, but issued a judicial pardon declaring that he was also a material victim, but not a legal one, in the case, according to the Associated Press. Here's the fun part, Robert. Mm-hmm. This is where it gets kind of crazy. The minor's mother was initially convicted of trafficking her daughter, resulting in a 10-year prison sentence. The sentence was appealed, but the judge convicted the mother of trafficking on Monday, and I believe money laundering as well, and issued her a 10-year sentence.
So, do you think that's how he got in touch with this girl?
Potentially, that's kind of what they're saying. Yeah, I mean, Here's the thing, though. Okay? This woman comes up to you and says, take my daughter.
Mhm.
Okay? She's 14.
Right.
What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like,
The only thing I can
that's the
see,
person.
and I don't defend this at all, but the only thing I can see is if he was told she was of a certain age, of legal age, and he went with it anyway, and then found out later, and then he was like kind of forced to pay the mom. Like, that's the only thing I can
Oh,
really
yeah, if you're
see.
trying to find, like, some kinda justification, yeah, I get,
Yeah,
but
but
I think that running into a woman like that is exactly the person he was probably looking for.
but here's my thing. You are a shortstop. You're a shortstop for a professional baseball team. Not any
Mhm.
professional league, Major League Baseball, okay?
Right.
You are with a team. You just signed the largest contract in this team. And this team, if you know the Tampa Bay Rays, we have no fucking money. We always have the lowest salary cap. However, we are one of the best teams right now, so let's go
That's
Rays.
cool. Let's go, Ray.
But what are you doing? Why would you get involved in this?
Mhm.
What's the whole fucking point?
Yeah,
You're a professional player.
he's horny.
You can have anybody. You're
Yeah.
young. You're in great shape. You can have anybody. But you took the
Uh
14-year-old? What the fuck?
You know what? I feel like when it comes to, like, people that
Oh
get
god.
involved in, like, kind of this, like, I don't know, this is a really deep argument, because, uh, I
Now,
don't know, because one could say he already indulged in all that shit where he got any girl he wanted, and it's just not enough. He has to
it's not
go
enough. And yes, that is a
into
male point.
another dark realm to
Sure.
fulfill
And that
himself.
is a very male point of view. You can have anybody. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
But for the mom to get 10 years, I mean, if she actually trafficked her daughter, which it
Oh,
sounds like she did because this has happened, she got accused of this twice.
yeah.
Or, Wander Franco is, professional baseball player,
Mhm.
represents the Dominican Republic, they're, of course, they're
Mhm.
going to take care of him. But if she was trafficking her daughter, yeah, 10 years. Fuck
Yeah.
yeah. How
Yeah.
dare you? And I
Mhm.
mean, the poor girl. Let's look at the fucking victim here.
Right. Oh, absolutely,
The
yeah.
poor girl, my God. Who knows what's
Um,
going through? I mean, I'm sure she has a lot of psychological trauma. The poor
well,
thing.
yeah,
I mean,
there's nowhere you can go. There's not a
every,
mother you
everybody,
can go to.
everybody involved in abusing this girl should be put in fucking jail.
Oh,
100%.
absolutely. Yeah,
Wander
absolutely.
Franco included.
Mhm.
And it
Yeah.
sucks because he was supposed to be like the future of the Rays. He was supposed to be like, how do I go? Like the Mike Trout of the Tampa Bay Rays. He was supposed to
Mhm.
be the future of this team. And luckily we don't need him, but it's very upsetting because I think we could have spent more money on other people.
Yeah. Well, that
But
sucks. That does
yeah,
suck.
yeah, but
But
it's just weird that it's like, okay, he's proven guilty of sexually and psychologically abusing a minor, but the mom gets prison, not both of you. Weird as fuck. It's a
wait, so
man's
is
world.
his case done? Is he just
There
not?
is, I believe, there's another trial that'll happen in June,
I was like, that can't be it. Right.
but I guarantee if he got away with it twice already, he'll probably get away with it again. Now the
Shit.
question is, will he come back to Major League Baseball? Probably
Right.
not.
Yeah, I would
Probably
think.
not. He'll probably
Yeah.
be stuck playing for leagues in other countries, which, if he goes to Japan or Korea, that's fantastic because they pay well. Great, great baseball countries. Mexico even. But yeah, I mean, he's
Mhm.
probably might be fucked.
Yeah.
His career is definitely fucked. And I think it was an 11-year, $182 million contract, something like that.
Yeah, it's yeah, I mean maybe guys like that feel like they are invincible and they can get away with shit, and
Money,
then
makes you, it makes you feel invincible. Really, I mean,
oh
obviously,
yeah.
look at the politicians in our country.
Mhm. Yeah, there's definitely like that factor. Well,
Yeah,
I will just I'll continue on. We are coming to the end of our episode, so I want to get through
we,
this.
we
I just want to
are.
give a shout out to the
Shout
future
out.
of the film industry. We have
I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing.
another movie that that is doing extremely well. I still haven't seen it yet. It's called
Neither have I.
Obsession,
Yeah, I
and
just
it
heard
was
about it.
made by, I thought it was just made by someone who made like Instagram reels. I'm sorry I did not do my research on this, but the idea being that it didn't come from like a studio who chose a big director to make a big movie. It was yet another example of just somebody making a movie and it blowing up.
It
And
was
that's why
such
I
a
think
low budget film. I'm gonna
yeah.
look up, and I think it is to become the movie with the lowest, like makes the most money kind of thing.
Yeah. It might have been like $1 million budget, and it,
I'm looking it
you
up
know,
right now. Obsession, the budget. Oh my god, this is insane. This is obviously smashing records here. 750,000 to 1
wow,
million was the budget. So far, the box office, it's made Robert 85 million.
wow.
According to Wikipedia, $85 million on such a low budget. I mean, that is every filmmaker's dream, is
Oh
to have
yeah.
such a low budget film and to profit like that. That is,
Mhm.
I mean, you look at the fucking Big Lebowski. I believe that was technically a flop in the
Yeah.
theaters. Now it's, I'm obviously part of the religion, so yeah,
Mhm.
it's
Yeah, that's
congrats to them. But
yeah, congrats.
how did they make the movie exactly, Robert? That's the thing. How did they do it?
I mean, I think the guy had a following, so it's a matter of like getting investors, production companies involved. I don't know how many production companies were involved. A lot of times, if you see like lower budget movies, the opening of the movie, it shows like all these production companies, like 5 of them, because they all probably put in a piece of the pie, adding up to 750,000. And you know, and maybe if whatever he was able, I don't know this guy's financial situation, but if he had a big following, if he's at that James Charles status, maybe he had some money. Maybe he fucking put money in it
What was
and
that?
gave people fucking jobs. I don't know. I don't know what I was trying to do there, but
Click
yeah,
clack with the nails.
click clack with the nails.
What
So
was
that's I guess.
that other low budget film? It was a
Yeah,
horror movie. It was like 10 sec Grandma, or what was it called? Or
no, I know what you're saying. Yeah, I was trying
The
to think of
Call,
it.
or whatever it was.
Right.
It's a 10 it's like a 10-second film, and it's all it is
Oh, you're talking
you hear
about the dead grandma? Grandma's
yeah,
dead?
Dead Grandma, that's what it's called. Yeah,
Grandma,
I think we
yeah.
talked about it once before, but look how much traction that got. That's a
Yeah.
short film.
Yeah.
And that fucking terrifying, because I mean, my sister just had a baby.
Mhm.
Okay, and all I can think of is, oh my god, that could be my mother lying on the ground. And the scary thing was, she kind of looked like my mom. So that was
Right.
fucking weird. So the industry is definitely changing with the technology that we have to record something. I mean, look at us doing this podcast right now. My camera's my phone.
Mhm.
I mean, how many music videos have been shot on phones and stuff now? I mean,
Yeah.
the industry's changing, and we can do these low budget films and put out good product. Yeah. I think Hollywood is going to have to rethink how they do it. Maybe go back to a little bit of their old, find their roots again,
Mhm.
instead of
Yeah.
hashtagging everything, and
Right,
and
right.
having a sequel that's the original name as the first movie, like Fast and
Mhm.
the Furious.
Exactly.
I'm a little bit
Also
scary movie. Also, their new movie is called Scary Movie, and it's
yeah,
like
Scary Movie 6 though. It's just called Scary Movie 6, right?
I saw it yesterday advertised as Scary Movie.
Oh, I hope not. But I did like their popcorn bucket, which by the way, I'm not a big fan of the popcorn bucket craze. I think that's but I understand. I think that's a way for movie theaters to make money again. But
Sure.
their popcorn bucket is like a giant bong, which is funny. Um,
Oh yeah, that's
so
great.
that's cute. But yeah. Well, good luck to the Obsession crew. Good job. I guess we can end this. We do have one penetrating question, so let's
We do have a PQ, baby.
all right, let's do it.
Penetrating questions. Penetrating questions.
This is Penetrating Questions, the segment of the show where you can write into us completely anonymous. You can do so by going to our bio on our Instagram, DWDP podcast at I didn't say at first, but find us on Instagram, Down with DP Podcast, and you can send in and you can click our bio and you can send
Down with
in
dbpodcast@gmail.com. Yeah, that's
yeah, there we go, or that too. So we have a question, I think more directed at you from Coffee Bean Flicker. That's good. That's a good one.
Good. That's good. I mean, you don't want to flick it, but that's great.
No.
That's
But
nice.
they ask, are baristas the flight attendants of the land?
Yes.
All right, thank
Yes.
you. That's Penetrating Questions, everybody.
No, I mean, it's kind of the same job. You expect you don't deal with medicals and stuff like that, but it's kind of the same job. You're talking to people. I mean, it's really any customer service job. You're talking to people.
Mhm.
You're you're listening to their problems. People are traveling, coming and going. I used to work at a coffee shop by a train station, so people are always coming and going, trying to catch their trains, point A to point B. You're making their coffees, you're serving them food. Yeah, kind of.
Showing them where
The
the
only
bathroom is.
showing them where the bathroom is. The only difference I would say is we aren't baristas aren't trained on evacuations, so I think
true.
that's just get the fuck out. That's how they do
you're
it.
sharing a lot.
We have a little bit more orderly way of doing it, and
Right.
regardless, hopefully none of us ever have baristas or flight attendants ever have to do that. But
So
I
I
like that
happen to
question.
know this is a statement that was made on a podcast called Girls Gotta Eat, I believe. And they were talking about it, and I thought it was really funny. I did hear about this before, so that's funny. That's a good
I
question
like it. I
statement.
like it. And as somebody who's done both, there's so many similarities.
Yeah.
So many. I
Well,
do miss I do miss being able to make coffee as a barista, but
right.
I don't get to travel for free with
Oh.
being
Well,
a barista.
yeah. So here's another thing is we are going to be skipping the Fire Robin beer because
Yep. I'm taking a break. Couple weeks, no Fire Robin beer. I had a few weeks off, went a little hard. So I'm especially with the Knicks right now, just kind of the environment. So I'm gonna take it easy for a minute.
taking it easy.
Also, I worked Memorial Day, and then the beer shop was closed Monday, so that's also an issue.
The beer
But I am
shop.
gonna take Nemo's Beer Shop in Forest Hills. That's where I get my
Oh,
gluten-free
shout
beer.
out. Let's
Yep.
go.
So yeah,
Cool. Well, in that case, anything else you want to state? I'm gonna be
nothing. By the time this airs, I will have already done my show, which is great. Thank you for the continuous support. I do appreciate it.
yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for sticking with us. Yeah, ever
We know,
since
we know we've been slacking a little bit, but it's not, we're both been very busy with our own day jobs and stuff like that. So
that's
we
really it.
apologize.
Like when I didn't have a lot of hours at my job, I had so much time to do stuff for the podcast, and now it's been difficult. We
And
need a
Rob
third
does
person.
Rob
If
does
any-
99% of the editing. So
That's
yeah,
true. If anyone actually out there wants to help with the podcast with editing, let us know, or any kind of post. We'll definitely hook you up. And the
we'll
pay
give you a
is
free
with
subscription.
love. Yeah, we'll pay you with love. But yeah, anyway, I guess that's it, everybody. Thank you for
Thank you.
listening in. Give us a follow on wherever you listen to us, and we'd appreciate it, everybody. And we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye. Hey everyone, thanks for listening to today's episode of the Down with DP podcast. If you want to support what we're doing, please head to our Patreon, where you'll get bonus content, extra access, and other cool perks. We'd seriously appreciate the support. You'll find all the info on our Instagram at DWDP Podcast and on our Facebook under Down with DP Podcast. Got a question or topic you want us to dive into? There's a super easy anonymous form linked right into our Instagram bio. Send it in and you could be the next penetrating question. Or you can email us at downwithdppodcast@gmail.com.